Hey YouTube, like 1827. Wanted to come out and make a video, capture my thoughts about my experience last weekend at the Chicagoland Pipe Show. First of all, a huge thank you to all the members of the Chicago and Milwaukee Pipe Clubs that helped put that show on. You guys do a really amazing job and put in a whole lot of effort to make that show happen, and it was very much appreciated. The Hyatt venue was first class for sure. I've been wanting to go to the Chicagoland Pipe Show for as long as I've known about it, for probably more than 10 years now, since I first started listening to the Pipes Magazine radio show and heard about it. I've wanted to go, and finally pulled the trigger and decided I was going to go at the end of last year, and booked my ticket, booked my hotel. I pretty much financed the trip myself. I just sold off probably 15 or so pipes, a couple to guys in the YTPC, and the rest of them I shipped off to Smoking Pipes, and they eventually paid me for them. It took like 6 weeks from the time that I sent them in, so be warned if you ever want to flip your pipes at Smoking Pipes, it's going to take a while. But yeah, I sold my pipes and sold 3 tins of aged Orlick Golden Slice at the show, and that covered my costs between those two things, so came out ahead. Didn't buy a whole lot, but I'll show you guys what I did buy. First of all, with the housekeeping, this is a Eltang Basic with Morta. I did sell my Vermont freehand Morta billiard. It was a bit big for me, so I've been really enjoying the Eltang Basics. I picked one up for my birthday at the end of last year. And I've been smoking it almost exclusively. Also got this mug at the show, handmade ceramic mug by Larry Ranieri. I saw him listed on the vendors page at the show while I was kind of prepping for the show, and sent him an email, and we messaged back and forth, and then met up at the show. And then after the show concluded on Saturday, we got together again and had a pipe together. That was nice. I'll put his Instagram down in the ashtray below. Bought my wife a set of earrings from one of the other ladies that was at a vendor table, and the other last thing I got was a tamper with a shell casing from Grunewald Pipes, who I met at the in the smoking tent on Saturday night, along with a handful of other YTPC guys. Just Piping was there. He recognized me. It was the only time I got recognized at the show, which is nice. I know I'm not super active making videos anymore, but I kind of did my own thing at the show. I'm kind of over my PAD and TAD. I even took a hiatus from smoking for all of January again, which I did last year, and most of February this year, so I'm just kind of enjoying the pipes that I have. I got rid of a lot of the pipes that I don't smoke that were just sitting in my drawer. And I have more than enough tobacco, so just kind of enjoying what I had. Really just wanted to go to the show and hang out and smoke and talk to a lot of the artisan carvers, pick their brains about some stuff, look at their pipes in person, and really enjoyed that. Anthony from Castle Pipes was there. I met him at the Vegas show. He's a local guy here in Denver. I'll put his Instagram in the ashtray down below as well. It was nice to catch up with him because I haven't seen him since the Vegas show, even though we're both in town together. We're on opposite ends of town, and I can't really get to the tobacconist for the normal Saturday meetups at Edwards. And highlight of the show for me was definitely meeting my favorite carver, Manduela. I ran into her on Friday and talked to her for a few minutes. Just told her how much I loved her work and everything. And went to her table on Saturday. Talked to her again. She showed me her new secret pipe shape design that she had. She does really beautiful, great facets on her pipes that are very subtle and bulldog shapes and things, and they just look great. Far out of my price range, but I just appreciate her vision and her work, and she was a really nice person. Very nice to talk to her. But it was a great meeting and talking to and hanging out with everybody that I came across in the smoking tent and at the show. I really enjoyed hanging out and meeting with all you guys, and talk to you guys later.